Good day. My name is Teed Burns. I'm a National Accounts Coordinator for Federated Insurance. I've been asked to advise on what type of insurance a franchisor may look for in the early goings or ongoing as they continue to build their franchise. First thing I would say, as I mentioned, as I would recommend, is that you have an insurance professional that understands your business, understands the industry, and ultimately can take care of the entire franchise. This, in going through that vetting process of finding somebody, they can look to, if you have a location or a few locations, they can ultimately be the ones to look to provide you recommendations on the coverages that you might need. And at the same time, you could look to design what coverages for additional franchisees might look like, be required. This will also give you the ability to get a sense as to what the premiums might look like. So when you have a franchisee coming on, you can give them some sort of an indication, but ultimately it's oftentimes a relief for the franchisees to see, okay, well, there's a program that all I have to do is sign up and pay the premium. In terms of specifics, I did mention on another video that I would highly recommend that you maximize your liability exposure. I believe that on this day and age, a minimum of $5 million liability is probably a strong recommendation, and I would highlight minimum depending on the industry that you're in and what the potential risks in that industry might be. As I've said before, having a shortfall on your property coverage is unfortunate. Having a shortfall on your liability coverage can be disastrous and ultimately can impact your personal assets. So that's very important that you maximize that. And in that same vein, as your franchise grows, there's another coverage that is little known called franchisor liability coverage. And ultimately, this coverage is a coverage that a franchisor purchases to protect themselves from a lawsuit arising from an issue with franchisees. So let's say you made a decision that ultimately negatively impacted the entire franchise, and the franchisees saw a loss of income as a result of this, and they banded together and came at you with a lawsuit. Knock on wood, I hope it never happens. However, a franchisor liability coverage is a type of coverage that ultimately would protect you in that type of situation, because there technically hasn't been a loss, like say a fire or an injury or something along those lines. There's just been an impact to the business. So it's very specialized coverage. Again, it's called franchisor liability. From what I understand, it's undersold in the industry. However, a lot of the major franchises have it because they see and recognize the need for it. So again, might not be the first expense that you look to take on from an insurance standpoint, but as your business grows, that might definitely be something you'd want to take a look at. Thank you very much.